Hi there, traders. So let's talk about Dow Jones and what was happening yesterday because it was two beautiful moments. So now today let's talk about when you have direction and then you have multiplies, how to say, support, what is supporting your thought, where you take trades and principles too. So first, so that was our day profit here, that point here. So after that, market was breaking retest, and we have another retest here with this nice W pattern, absolutely nice, with this high rejection high, new rejection high. And that's the second leg what we have inside this rejection zone with this rejection doji candlestick, absolutely beautiful. So now let's talk about that retest here. So because we have the new rejection high, what is the principle of the rejection high? We're gonna break it, retest, and going higher. Same time we have this level of the holder here. What is the principle level of the holder? We're gonna break it, retest it, and going higher. And here we have this original box information. What is the principle of the box information? We're gonna break it, retest it, and going higher. And now we have this W with the rejection high. What is the principle of that W? We're gonna break it, retest it, and going higher. So now if you see that retest here, this retest was actually respecting 4 principles. They are all together in that tiny little line here, like every single one. Box, holder, rejection, W, like they're all together here. Like absolutely perfect retest. After that, breaking highs, retest, breaking highs, retest, and then we just fly in the top. Absolutely perfect. Like if you're using even the Fibonacci now here with that, with that breaking structure here, not the first one but the second one, you see this pullback was back exactly the 618 principle. Like even if you didn't take that long here, you have the second opportunity here to take that long. Absolutely perfect. But those 4 retest points here, like those things happen quite a lot if you look around and zoom in the journey what was before. Like how to say it, you have to follow the story what market is telling you, and you have to be super patient, not just make stability movements, just jump in, jump out, go long, go sell, and just bouncing with between like 1 or 2 or 3 candlestick. It's impossible. You have to see, you have to see some kind of where is your stop loss and where is your take profit and where is your entry point. You have to see those points. Market has to tell you those points, otherwise there is no trades, and most likely you're gonna be gambling, like 100% you're gambling at that point, where is no sense basically. So what we have, interesting thing about oil. So yesterday when we have this take profit and then we have this movement upsides, so we was talking about that pattern here. One sec. We was talking about that pattern here. So we have the retests and then going higher, but right now we failed the retest. But interesting point is that zone what we have. Remember that zone what we have the last trade here. We create this zone, we have to retest that zone, and we're going lower. So now in that trade we have the same zone. I was cutting a little bit volume out, but the zone is same. And now we retest and going lower. So exactly the same behavior what was here, exactly the same behavior is here. What is interesting right now. And yeah, right now no movements, to be honest. So that trade right now is actually it's kind of like the same trend line is kind of here, and this one is here. Gold is doing, ooh, you know, we just have to break above and retest. You know, this can be some kind of entry back to the first rejection high and back to this base. But and the same zone what we have here, you know, we have the first retest, actually we have the first retest here, second one and third one. So we have 3 retest points in that block information here. So basically to take the sell we have to break above that rejection low here. So we have to have one sec, this kind of information here. So this is gonna be the zone, and looking the cells we have to have breaking that retest and going back to this one. But this sounds super good sell, very solid sell, because in that moment when we break that one thing, so we are already breaking all those major lows here, and that's W not gonna hold anymore when we break this one. But right now if you look in all those lows, every single one is pushing higher and higher and higher. But this rejection is pretty heavy one, to be honest. It's pretty heavy, and soon as when we reach this bottom here, you know, this weak bottom what was holding, we have rejection and pressing down to the point where we actually gather with the most energy. So I'm not kind of how to say, I'm not kind of healthy to get those longs right now here. Like those cells looks much better there, you know, after here, you know, not here right now, after when we break and retest that. So this can be, you know, sell stop loss somewhere here, and this can be first take profit and second take profit. So and so that was the first breaking structure in that point here, and that was a retest. So yeah, that was gonna be the take profit points 100%. What Bitcoin is doing, nah, I look at the Bitcoin, like we have this trend and huge back to this zone here what we have the actually trade taken. So you know, we're holding the same level still, and the same trade actually was still, you know, the same long. Now we're not gonna put this long exactly the same point, breaking structure, the same long was playing out again. So now only point will be the breaking here and going back to this rejection zone, or we're gonna break, let's say, so this one, and this rejection one. So between this rejection one and back to this one, this gonna be trades. Like when we have nice impulse movement down here or something like that, ooh, it's gonna be the clean trade here. And you know, it's like kind of like pushing price together to squeeze up or squeeze down. But here gonna be nice sells, and above that area it's gonna be some buys, but we have some, you know, rejection areas here, and we have this level of the holder too. In that case, what is this one here? So now we have some, but this cell is clean here. Yep. But right now nothing else. GJ still inside that zone, you know, this cell was done. So after that second retest, back to this area, get rejected, going down trend line here, And the same thing, you know, we have this trend line, and the same thing we have this, you know, break the trend line, retest, break the box and retest. So 2 confirmation at the same time. Oh, nice trend line. Ding 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 ding. High low, high low, high. Just going straight up and retest that. You know, we retest that low again with breaking structure and retest, and breaking structure, retest the rejection lows. But yeah, so the one thing what people have to understanding to master the trading mindset, you have to push your body through the limits. You have to test yourself. You have to understanding who you are, and you know, the brain work, how this thing is working actually, you know, through the principles and through the developmenting some kind of, you know, the, you know, you reinforcing some kind of ways how you're thinking, you know, your thoughts. Let's say I want a long right now the market. So it's not just like you waiting, oh, this, we see this nice one candlestick, you know, let's say this one here, you see this movement, oh, on a long, you can stop out. You see another impulse candlestick, oh, I want a long, you can stop out. It's not like that. Otherwise, come on, every single dude is making money, you know. It's not that simple. So if you have the way, let's say you want a long, you have to wait now the confirmation. Like, you literally have to wait and be patient and just wait the confirmation. Same thing what was happening, you know, this Dow Jones, you know, how all those confirmation actually plays out, you know. After that W structure, then we have those zones here, then we have all those respecting, you know, the best place was actually even this one here. Well, that was actually super good too, but you know, those two were super good places to buy in, like very solid, because we have so many journeys behind it, you know. First of all, we have this breaking structure and retest the last rejection zone, what was our take profit. Now we retest rejection zone with a huge W pattern, plus the rejection the last leg, plus making the new rejection high. And now when the price is back all those zones, you know, we have so many more information to take that trade right now. But you have to wait here, you know. If you buy here, you can stop out. You buy here, you can stop out. You want to buy here, you can stop out. You want to buy here, you can stop out. Every single time you can stop out. And maybe now you're thinking, oh, okay, we actually break that zone here, I want to sell. You start selling, you can stop out because that moment. And maybe you want to start selling here, you can stop out. And then your mindset are already like, ah, oh, god damn, I'm already, I don't know, over leverage and breaking the account or something, you know. But for me will be like, I'm so patient, like I can even let it trade going without taking the trades, you know. I'm be like, that's how I actually learned it back in days. I was just watching days and days markets and didn't take any trades. I was just watching basically. But you know, I was making still zones and all my, you know, like Fibonacci's, rejection zones and stuff. I was just building all the market up and just going little by little, didn't trade. And then you are like, oh, looks good place to buy. And then 1 hour later, like, ooh, like how this thing even happened. But that's how you build your, you know, patient muscle memory, you know. Like, you're not anymore so, you know, I want to take the trade, you know. You have to let it go of those attachments, you know, of taking the trades, or you know, discipline. Basically same thing, back to discipline principles, you know. It's all became there. If you're not disciplined, you're gonna be gambling in these markets. And same thing, you have to understand in trading mindset, to development in trading mindset, it takes years, absolutely years, and only the strongest one gonna survive here, because we didn't give up and we didn't lose our mind, like if you start losing a lot and a lot and a lot, you losing counts, you're losing your mind, you're losing your money, you're losing your friends, families, and so on. It's a very tough part. But if you just think, through a little bit nature and just give the time and give the breathing area and just be relaxed, basically, just wusa. It's like but just, don't be so like, I want to do that, I want to do that. You jump, it's like you jump in without even thinking, those very dangerous places. It's not good at all, because the money is moving the world, basically. Every single thing is about money. Every person around this world, like everything is working because of money. And now you are manipulated with, because you see those Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Bentleys, and now, oh, I'm gonna be a trader and I'm gonna drive with that car tomorrow, basically. Like every single person wanna be millionaire tomorrow, and it's not gonna happen. But people still believe it, and they literally believe it, and they just keep carrying on that same mindset. I'm gonna be tomorrow millionaire, I'm gonna be tomorrow millionaire. And then you're gonna be over leveraged and just breaking all your own rules, and then you don't trust yourself, and then you start lying yourself, and you're going more deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and in the end you can lose 5 years, and you're gonna be much more miserable, like what you was before, or you can lost your mind totally, or you can flip it everything around and game out other side, in the winning side, and be like a warrior. Or you can go like so deep down, I don't even know those places. I cannot describe those places because I have no idea. And most likely I'm talking about the men's side, because I have any idea how any woman can trade, or what they even think about. Or most likely I think they're most likely the same, but I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just talking about me and little bit worldly information, what I'm like reading or seeing or hear or feel, or how to say, the spiritual journey, basically. Because I've been walking like so many countries, hear people, see people, and like one day, few days ago, I was walking I was going pick some mushrooms, and I was walking through the city. Not city, yeah, but basically, like for here, it is the city, and I see all those people, like I don't even understand that point, because like people just smoking those, what they call the vapes. Every like whole street is like smell like some kind of bubbles or something, and the people who are like sitting, like all those backs are like around, like no discipline at all, people just, I don't know, eating and just no discipline. Like, it's hurt. It's very hurt. It's a very different thing if you literally go walk in a city and just okay, like it's very painful for me to actually watch and see those stuff. So I don't want to talk about those things, to be honest. But it's very hurt because I see like how people never change, and that is hurt. Because to be honest, I was one of those persons back in days. Like I wasn't like some kind of crazy person. In the first time, I was totally regular person, normal person, didn't know nothing. My worldview was like tiny one. I didn't know anything. Like I was trusting what school was telling me, and my workplace, and I was basically trusting like all my life people say how dumb I am, so I was basically trusting that. And now it's a different story. But anyway, I'm gonna finish today. Actually, I'm gonna go pick some mushrooms today, actually, and I'm gonna see every single one tomorrow. Ciao.